is a wonderful thing. Okay. So, do you have, before we get today's stuff, do you have any questions on the quiz I just gave back?
What's the second and third answer to the last one?
What are you saying? What is happening with your mouth right now? What is going on?
The third and second
answer
answer
of the last question. Or maybe the second answer. I don't know. The one that has words and not numbers.
The one that has words and not numbers. What you're trying to ask for is the types of solutions. Is that right? Is that basically what you're actually trying to ask?
I think so.
Okay. So on 21, it had 2 irrational.
I was wrong in multiple ways.
Yeah, 2 irrational because the discriminant turns out to be a positive number that is not a perfect square. Right? So that's where we get 2 irrational.
And it's 2
Because it's not 0. If it came out to be 0, then it would be 1. It's irrational because it's positive and no perfect square. Okay. Any other questions on that quiz? 9 as in like no in German. Okay. So today's lesson, it's probably got some pictures. We're probably going to need some television, whatever else. What numbers did we do on 4-7?
2 through 4D.
Okay. So that moving, turn this down.
Challenge again.
Great.
I stole your remote.
You almost stole my remote. Well, I'm glad you decided to refrain from thievery. His hair is horrible.
It is the
Whose hair? That guy?
Nelson.
No, there's the guy.
His hair is fine.
His hair is fine. There's this other guy. His hair sucked.
Well, there you go. Okay, so number 2 is y equals -2 times, in parentheses, x minus 2 squared, and then outside the parentheses plus 3. Number 4 is A.
I was right. I told
And then number 6 is right there. Let me flop the camera around. Don't copyright it. Don't listen to the music, Mike. Don't listen.
I got it right too. It doesn't look exactly the same, so crap. But I had the same concept.
Yeah.
We just didn't use that.
No listening microphone. Don't listen to the music. Don't want to deal with copyrights on a video nobody's going to watch. Okay. So, well, only a few people are going to watch. Sorry, Taylor and Landon. I didn't mean to call you nobody.
You are nobody.
Okay. Number 6 is there. Number 8 is probably all in the back or something. Let's see. Oh no, just kidding. 8 is another words. Number 8 is also invisible. There it is. Y equals, in parentheses, x plus 9/2 squared, and then outside the parentheses, minus 49/4. And number 10 is somewhere. There it is. Y equals -2 times, in parentheses, x minus 5/4, that parentheses squared, and then outside plus 25/8. Number 12 is y equals -3 times, in parentheses, x minus 2 squared, outside the parentheses, plus 2. And then number 14 is y equals 2 times, in parentheses, x minus 1, quantity squared, minus 5. 16 is y equals x minus 2, quantity squared, plus 5. 18 is y equals x minus 6, quantity squared. 20 is a picture that looks like this one. How far did we go? 34?
Quantity squared just
40.
means
Oh, nice. Yeah, it means the parentheses is squared. Yes. Okay. Number 22 is another graph. Give me half a second. It's on a different page. We can look at y'all's shiny faces while I turn the page. There they are. They're the pumans. What does that mean? I don't know.
I don't know either, Sean. Kind of confusing.
Okay. Here we go. So number 22. Oh, what's happening? Hello, machine. Television. Oh. Oh.
What? What's happening? Hold on. Oh, there we go. 22.
There is 22. And there is 24.
They're right concept, but like no.
26.
okay. I just keep flipping this side on the
28. Excuse me.
I don't know where 28 is located on
It's disappeared.
30 is that one.
Nope.
32 is this away.
Concept, I just drew it really badly.
34A
34A
is there.
I didn't know it was supposed to
It said graph.
Literally says write it, then graph it. But it's okay. Reading is hard sometimes.
I just read it, and then
Okay. And then 34B is they can adjust the coefficient of x squared. Would be a way you could write that answer. Number 36 is y equals 3 times quantity of x plus 4 squared plus 3. 38 is y equals negative 3 times quantity of x minus 5, quantity squared, plus 4.
doing pluses and minuses.
And 40 is y equals 3 halves times quantity x plus 3, quantity squared, plus 2. What questions do we have on those? 14, 14, 14. By the way, as I'm kind of walking and resetting this camera, I shall yammer for a moment. I am pretty much, and really should be by the end of today, completely caught up with like everything. Which means I have the time to pay even closer attention to your notes and your homework. So if you stop just getting hundreds for like crappy notes or crappy homework, then, don't be surprised and, like effort your way into good grades. You got this.
That's not it.
Okay. What number did we say? 12?
14.
14. I was so close. 14.
Yes,
All right.
14.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Oh, that's French.
Y equals 2x squared minus 4x minus 1.
You got coffee.
That's why I have a burger.
Tea. How do you put it in a coffee cup?
Minus 3.
It's a coffee
Okay.
cup.
We are asked. You're being really weird right now.
He put his tea in a coffee
I
cup.
also had tea in
He put his tea in a tumbler, which is quite a normal thing to do if you want your tea to stay hot. That's like very normal. No, that is not a coffee cup. That is not true at all. That is called a tumbler. It is called an insulated tumbler. It is not called a coffee cup. That is false.
Tea stay in the same cup, so it doesn't matter because the thing is just one.
So I imagine there's somebody that would have a different opinion, but that seems fine to me.
coffee.
And it's like one of
We are asked to write this in vertex form. So what should we do?
move the 3 over.
Move the 3 over and divide everything by 2, right?
Gross.
That we don't divide everything by 2. That's a lie. What kind of stupid nonsense is that? Doing the wrong thing. That is not what we do.
We undistribute.
We factor out a 2.
So
what
it's
I-
2x, well, it's 2, parentheses, x squared minus 2x, close parentheses, minus.
Yeah. Happy days are here again. Okay. Now what?
You find
Now
the
we
blue
find
green
square.
The green, yeah.
The green
We do the green part. B divided by 2 squared. So negative 2 divided by 2 squared. It is negative 1. Squared is 1. True enough. Now what?
Add 1 in the parentheses.
Add 1 in the parentheses.
Take away 1 on the other side.
We take away 2 on the other side.
Oh yeah.
You got to take this guy into account. So it's got to be this times whatever this was, right?
Ah, okay.
Okay, that's why I messed up on a lot of mine.
I messed up on all of them.
Well, as long as we figure out where we're messing up, who cares? Your homework doesn't have to be all correct to get 100. It just has to be all done, and not like a whole page of like nothing. And I need help in class. No, stop. That means that you just didn't do it. Like, show me some work. Show me an effort of attempting to do the thing. I may be talking to someone specifically in this class or in the machine, one of the two. I might be doing that. If it's you, you know it's you. And, don't do that if you want 100.
Did you say in the machine?
Yeah. The ghost in the machine.
Yeah.
It does
I don't
work.
think that's how that works.
Gets to learn all the math.
What should we do now?
Now you should put it in the x whatever squared, adding, subtracting.
The new formula.
Bam.
2x.
Where did what go?
2x. No, you just take
What
the-
2x?
My brain doesn't.
This is factored. This is factored. Yeah. That's all it is. Yeah.
You just take the green part and square it.
It didn't go anywhere. If we were to do x minus 1 and FOIL it back out, because it's squared, we would have this back again, right? It didn't go anywhere. It's not gone. It's just encapsulated. You know, when you eat food, it doesn't go away. It just changes form. Same idea.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. What other questions do we have?
We had 12.
Do we actually need 12, or was it just the same problem as this one?
I got multiple things wrong.
Okay. Sounds fine.
But it was probably just because I was stupid.
Plus.
Is there any other type that we need to see before we go back and do a similar one to the one we just did? Does anybody have anything in like 22 to 32 or the picture ones or
30.
I already know what
30?
mistake I made on
Okay.
24 and 26.
let's look at 30.
22 to 32 were just annoying. I got them down, but they were annoying.
We are supposed to graph y equals 1/6 x minus 3. Yes, it is.
Sounds medieval music.
Christmas has been around for a long time. That's true. Harpsichord is not really a medieval instrument.
Sounds
Although it probably was, the very first one was invented in medieval times, I think. But maybe not. Maybe just the clavichord. I don't know. Been teaching about all of that recently, but we didn't walk down the piano-light instruments. I know that the hurdy-gurdy was invented in the Middle Ages. I know that. It is a violin put into a box with a crank, and it's pretty cool. And it was invented in the Middle Ages, but was more popular in the Renaissance. Look it up later. There's all kinds of fun videos of people playing the hurdy-gurdy to like metal music. It's really fun. It's like awesome. Okay, what should we do to graph this? And before you tell me nonsense, let me tell you what you should start with. You should start with kind of jotting a note of like how this transforms. So how does this transform?
It moves to the right 3 spaces and down 10 spaces.
So right 3, that's true, and down 10,
and stretch
No, it doesn't. That's lies. It does not stretch.
It goes this way.
It compresses.
It goes this way.
It vertically compresses. It goes from here and it vertically compresses. That is not a stretch. Es muy importante that that was not the way that word goes at all, but it's fine. It's vertical because, and this is more for your future, like pre-cal and in college algebra and all that stuff. But if I put a number right here, it also stretches or compresses horizontally. That's another thing so this, when it's a fraction, when it's less than 1, it vertically compresses. So it goes from here and it goes, right? So it's squashing down is what's happening.
I just thought it only squashed if it was a negative.
So negative, it flips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so it vertically compresses by 1/6. Okay? Let's make us a little table of values is the next thing we should do.
Good idea.
What's the vertex of this? What's the vertex of this parabola?
3.
3 what?
-10.
3 -10. So, since we know where the vertex is, what numbers should we pick to go in our table?
2, 1, and 4, and 5.
That sounds great. Right? So, y of 1.
Okay, so the only thing I got wrong on this was that I stretched it instead of compressed.
If you would do the table, then it would do it for you. Make sure to do the table, boys and girls. Es muy importante.
I didn't do the table.
Next time you will, right? Yay. Great.
-2.
-2 squared is +4, right?
Yes.
4 times a 6 is 2/3. -10 is -9 1/3. Does that sound reasonable to everyone in the room?
Sure.
I don't want sure. I want yes or no. Is it right or wrong? Because sure means I didn't stop to think. Yes means I also did the math, and you are right, Mr. Sean Fulkerson.
Sure.
Yes, it looks correct.
I did hit that.
Well, yeah. And then y of 2. What am I doing? Y of 2. 1/6 times 2 minus 3
1.
squared. -1 squared is +1, right? 1/6 minus 10, -9 and 5/6. That sound reasonable and correct to everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
-9 and 5/6. And then these would be the same, right? Because they're all around the cobbler's bench. I mean the vertex. So at this point in my table, I would pause and be like, okay, is this enough to really like do a good job of? And I would tell myself, not really, right? Because we got like the very butt of it. So let's expand further out and get one on further and another one on the other further. So what do we want to pick?
You can just make the graph really.
How about -3?
-3, sure.
Maybe on the top.
It would be, but I'm just continuing the table instead of erasing and whatever. Yes, it would be. -3, which would be what on this other side? 9, I think, yeah? 3 minus 3. Wait, what am I doing?
-6.
Thank you.
+6.
Yeah. Plus and minus 6 is the where we're going at. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you. Okay, so -3. So y of -3. 1/6 times -3 minus 3 squared minus 10.
It's negatives.
-6.
-6 squared is Positive 36 divided by 6 is 6.
10.
Let's see why I picked those.
Yeah.
Smart.
What? No way.
And that's probably enough, yeah?
Yeah.
We can get a good picture with that, yeah? Easy money.
Yeah.
So, partial moral of the story is do the table.
Partial moral?
Yeah. There might be other things that you picked up from this problem, but...
Slightly moral.
Okay. And then we go in and just put the dots and draw the picture, right? Easy money.
Yay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we do a vertex at 3, negative 10. And then we draw something, you know. We actually effort the things in, but, you know, that's it. Yes? We'd actually put all these points on there in case you're confused about the effort I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, make sure to do the arrows. Yeah. Something like that once we actually got the dots on. Yeah? Well, this will be easier to draw if you actually do the dots, right? Yeah.
Actual.
Because then you're just kind of connecting dots with a slight curvature. Yeah? Easy money. She can do it. She's got this. I believe in her.
I don't believe in myself. That's well.
I don't think you actually need 12, but we'll do it anyway.
Okay, I just have one question. When you're putting the number over on this side in the parentheses after you've added it in the blank spot, right on the other side,
I said I was going to do it.
where
Multiplying, yes, to get the what you're doing, adding or subtracting on the outside.
but we first have to divide it by the outside.
You got to, yeah, you got to pull it out first. Yes.
12x minus 10.
I didn't hear anything you just said. Good try though.
Negative 3x squared plus 12x minus 10.
Okay. We're supposed to write that in vertex form. So what should we do? So y equals negative 3 times squared minus 4x space minus 10, right? That would be an easy place to make a mistake on this one, is you're going to have to pull out a negative, which will flip this sign as well. That would be an easy place to make a mistake. Okay, so negative 4 divided by 2 squared is negative 2 squared is 4.
4 is always 4.
4 is always 4, sure. The cake is a lie. Now what?
You have to do something over there.
Yeah, what something do we need to do?
Multiply by 4.
I'm surprised I didn't do that.
Oh yeah, because you have to times it by the.
Yes, and it's got to be the opposite of that, right? That's why we added 12, right? Because this will be negative 12 that we've actually done, and so adding 12 is the opposite.
Whatever it is, it's always the opposite.
Yeah.
The negative 3 plus
Because we're adding and subtracting on the same side, so we don't have to mess with the other side. That's why it's the opposite. What'd you say?
never mind.
Okay. And then 4 is always 4 except when it's 2.
Why are you hiccuping?
Because I have a curve.
Because what? You were asking dumb questions today. What has gotten into you?
I don't know. I didn't have.
I'm glad that you're not also dumb, but your questions today are a little dumb. It's okay.
I'm too much today.
It's because I didn't leave you. It's because I didn't leave you sitting outside for a little bit longer. Your brain is used to getting that cold air in it,
Maybe it's
but you didn't get that today.
probably it.
Yeah. Okay. What did I do? Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I was like, I knew what I was doing until this.
Like, I thought I understood.
I still don't understand.
Yes, you do. Stop it. I'm saying that slightly harshly because you do understand. You just keep confusing yourself. This is what we're doing. Look, this is what we're doing. You do know this. You absolutely know this.
Oh, it's the smiley face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's always this.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. Yeah. See, I told you knew. You just keep confusing yourself on this thing. But that's what we're doing. Good. You got it before. Eventually you're going to stop talking yourself out of it. Maybe today. Maybe right now. That'd be great.
Remember all of the.
Any other questions on this lesson?
Well, I have the thing before we take a quiz. 'Cause I don't have what all of the different numbers do memorize in the graph. So for
There's only 3. How does this one transform? And again,
let
me let you finish the thought.
It moves to the right.
To the right and up.
Moves up.
Flips, stretches vertically, and then moves. Yeah, so you know all those. What was I going to say? Oh, also, draw the table, and it'll take care of all of that for you. So, there it is. Always use the table this year. Next year, also do the table, but let the calculator do the math for you. But this year, do the table. Do the table yourself. Because you're smart, big brain people. Next year, if you take my pre-calc class, and probably college algebra for that matter, but nobody's going to teach you how to do it if you go to college algebra next year. But next year, if you take my class, you will still have to do this, but the graphing calculator will spit out the table for you.
How am I scaring you? I've been hiccuping for like 5 times.
Any other questions?
If A is theoretically negative or positive, what does that affect?
Okay, so if it's positive, it's opening up. If it's negative, it's going to open down. Yeah.
What's K do?
K is up and down, and it moves like you expect. Inside, opposite. If it's inside, it moves the opposite direction of what you'd expect.
A makes it flip.
Then X makes
Yeah.
it move this way or that way?
X stretches or compresses.
X is just the variable.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's
It doesn't
a
matter.
number next to X.
The number next to X, yes, on the outside of the parentheses, yes.
And it's opposite, so when X.
No, outside the parentheses is not opposite.
I have to
No,
think
no,
about
I mean like when H or when X, his number stretches, it goes this way, right?
Yeah, because it's, no, stretch, it's vertical. You've got to think up and down.
No, vertical, yes. I'm talking about the horizontal.
Okay, so you're not going to have one of those, but you're talking about the full version of the formula, which maybe I talked about in this video and didn't remember talking about.
No, I think you talked about it in another video.
Okay, that's the B variable, the one inside. Inside is horizontal, and it does, if it's bigger, it stretches, and it's littler, it compresses. But you're not going to have one of those this year.
Yeah.
So it's only going to be these.
H makes it go left.
Yeah.
I have to memorize this. A is whether it goes this way or that way.
But also.
And again, I cannot stress this enough. Like, I really cannot. Because, and this is, I said this the other day, that this is not remotely the last time we're going to graph something that has this pattern. We're going to do this over and over and over and over again this year. We're going to do it with parabolas. We're going to do it with cubics. We're going to do it with square roots. We're going to do it with all the things. And the pattern's the same. And if you forget all the things you're trying to memorize right now and it oozes out of your ears, don't worry about it. Who the heck cares? Do the table. It'll do it for you. It'll fix it. And you can graph it flawlessly even if you can't remember at all what these do. As long as you do the algebra on the table right, just do the table. The table always works. No matter, I could give you a super ugly one right now and you could graph it today. By just doing, yes, you could, if you just do the table. I would prove it, but you know, I'm enjoying like actually kind of getting caught up and grading things and whatever, so I'm just gonna give you a quiz. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like it.
You mean no?
Seven. 4.
And page 278.
Wait, 4-7?
Yeah, we're on 7.
I'm pretty sure it's like the third or fourth, actually.
Well, it's the
Fourth.
7th
Yeah,
lesson.
that's what I thought.
But why did you put 7?
Because the same reason I did last time.
Last time you did 3.
Oh, well, whatever. Who the heck cares?
I was mad at you.
Yeah, that's okay. You'll get over it.
I think you just like switching it over.
I want to do numbers 5 and 9
What if I don't want
and 17. Seems quite reasonable to me. You'll get over it. It'll be fine.